Good afternoon, wrestling fans. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday to kick you off your weekend. Well, WWE Crown Jewel PLE is in the books, and I must say it was such an exciting event this morning. As I said in my last video, I said that I'm going to be up bright and early to watch the 2-hour kickoff show for Crown Jewel, which started at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then watch Crown Jewel PLE, which was at 8 a.m. And I did exactly that. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning, got myself all ready, dressed, had my breakfast, and by the time I was all ready, had my coffee, I was on my computer 10 to 6 this morning, and I watched the 2-hour countdown show to Crown Jewel, which was followed by the Crown Jewel event itself. And the event itself did not disappoint. What an exciting event it was. It kicked off with the Australian street fight between Roman Reigns and Braun Reed. And this was such an awesome match to kick off Crown Jewel. I mean, these both gentlemen, Roman Reigns and Braun Reed, went at each other. Inside the ring, outside the ring, they were all over the place. And of course, not a surprise, Braun Breaker gets involved in the match. Not far behind that, so the Usos come out to help Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, Roman Reigns did not win the match, so Braun Reed defeated Roman Reigns in the match. Of course, Roman Reigns wasn't happy about that, and so after the match concluded and Braun Reed left the ring, you see the Usos and Roman Reigns left in the ring. You hear or see Roman Reigns not happy at all with the Usos, telling them, I didn't need you to get involved in this match. I could have done this on my own. And then he see himself, I don't want to see you two until Christmas. I thought that was hilarious. So Roman Reigns wasn't at all happy that his cousins, the Usos, got involved. But I thought this was an awesome match all around, despite the interference with Braun Breaker and, of course, the Usos. I think it was a good way to start off the event. The second match was Tiffany versus Tiffany. I thought this was a very good match. The only problem I had with it that was a little short. I thought this match would be a bit longer and give these ladies a lot more time for the match. But I thought it was a very good match. Both Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Valkyria put on a very good performance in the ring. Like I said, my only gripe was that it was a bit too short of a match. I thought this lady deserved a lot more than what they were given. But I thought it was a very good match. Of course, Stephanie Valkyria defeats Tiffany Stratton and is the first ever. She won her first Women's Crown Jewel Championship. So congratulations, Stephanie Valkyria. You know, she's only been in WWE only about maybe a year now, and this short amount of time that she's been in WWE, she was in NXT, won the NXT Women's title, then comes up to the main roster. She dominates on the main roster, wins the Women's World title. Now she wins the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. So she accomplished a lot in the short time that she's been in the WWE. And she's only been in the WWE only about maybe about a year, maybe a little bit longer, but she has come a accomplished a lot since come to WWE. So congratulate Stephanie Valkyria in winning her first women's Crown Jewel championship. And of course, after she got the win, see Triple H come out. She wraps the big Crown Jewel tips around her waist and then gives us her ring. Because as you all know, the two champions don't get to keep the Crown Jewel championship. It stays I think locked up in some sort of display. So that's the reason why they give the two champions a ring, a big ring. It's nice. So I like that. I like that the Triple H came out to congratulate Stephanie Valkyria, wrap the big championship belt around her waist, and give her a ring, and then raised her hand. So I think it was very done appropriately. So all in all, I thought, like I said, I thought the match was very good, very entertaining. Like I said, my only gripe was that it wasn't as long as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much longer. But it was a very good match. The third match, and this was a phenomenal match. This is my favorite match of the event, and that was John Cena versus AJ Styles. You know, I gotta give credit for both John Cena and AJ Styles. They gave everything they got in this match. They put their bodies on the line. They gave everything in this match. This was such a phenomenal match. This was an instant classic. I think this is the best match so far that they had against each other. They have a few other matches they had against each other, but this was gotta be like the most greatest match that John Cena and AJ Styles. So kudos to both John Cena and AJ Styles. I give them a lot of credit. They gave everything in this match. They put out a phenomenal performance in this match. This was a 5-star match all around, 5-star. John Cena picks up the win over AJ Styles. After the match, you see the two of them shake each other's hands, shake each other's hands, and that shows me true sportsmanship. They both respect each other, and that's what I like. And that's what I like. But this John Cena versus AJ Styles was a phenomenal match. Phenomenal. This was my favorite match of the event. So, great match all around. The next match, we had the women's tag team match, which was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. This was a fun and exciting match. These women put on a very good performance in the ring. They gave these women plenty of time to have that match. I wish they would have given Stephanie Valkyria and Tiffany Stratton more time in their match, but that's okay. But this women's tag team match was a very exciting and fun match. I enjoyed it. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defeat Asuka and Kairi Sane. So all in all, this was a fun and exciting match. I enjoyed it. And last but not least, it was the main event. It was the men's Crown Jewel Championship, which was Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. This match started out at first slow, but as the match went on, it got better and turned into a very good match. Both Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes put on a very good performance in the ring. It's too bad both these men could have won, but unfortunately there's got to be one winner. But I thought this was a very good, this turned out to be a very good match, despite the little slow start it had towards the very beginning. Very good match. Seth Rollins defeats Cody Rhodes, and he wins his first Crown Jewel Championship. So congratulations to Seth Rollins on winning his first Crown Jewel Championship. And then after he got the win, see, Triple H comes out, congratulate him, wrapped the big Crown Jewel Championship around his waist, and gives him his ring. Because as I said before, the two champions don't get to keep the actual championship belt. It goes into some kind of encasement, and I believe it's stored at the WWE Experience in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So that's why both champions get the ring, because they don't get to keep the Crown Jewel Championship belt. And of course, after that, see, Kathleen Kelly comes to the ring, attempts to interview Seth Rollins. Of course, Seth Rollins grabs the mic right out of her hand, goes off, gives a speech about his victory, that he's not only the World Heavyweight Championship, but also the Crown Jewel Championship. Then said he's the greatest of all time. So all in all, I thought this was a very exciting event this morning. Like I said, I'm a little tired from getting up at 5 a.m., but it was worth getting up. So all in all, it was a very exciting event. I enjoyed it. Now we turn ourselves to Raw Monday. Now we only know 2 matches that are scheduled for Raw. We're gonna have Penta versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. And then we're also going to have a women's tag team match, which is going to feature Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. So those so far have been scheduled for Raw. I'm sure Division will be on Raw Monday, which includes Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Broderick, and Oracle. So I'm very curious of what Seth Rollins and his group has to say. I don't know what else is planned, but 2 matches have already been set for Monday on Raw. Now the starting time for Raw is going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time on Netflix. So regardless whether we're in the United States or outside the United States, you're going to see it live because it's Raw. Now, unfortunately, I have to work Monday. I will have off on Columbus Day, so I'll probably watch the replay of it Monday evening when I get off from work. But for those who are lucky enough to have Columbus Day off, you'll get to see it live Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. So that's about it. Before in this video, please, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend.